of Sordo meanwhile, and spectators have come to his and co-driver Mark Marty's aid. And another stall there, that's not going to help. The C4 has taken an agonising amount of time to break free of the snowbank. In all, he's lost 3 minutes, and it's a terrible start to his second Swedish rally. Teammate Loeb, meanwhile, is bearing down on the finish line. The C4 certainly looks the part on snow so far, but we won't know for sure until the times start coming through. Loeb's proven before, though, that he knows what it takes to win here, and if the car is up to it, he can guarantee he'll be giving his all to repeat his 2004 win. Well, he's cleared the stage okay, and an early chance to see if the world champion's happy with his first C4 outing on snow.
I had only one split, the first one, so I know that this one was good, but after the conditions were worse, it was more snow, so I think I lost a bit of time in this part.
So that extra snowfall last night seems to be causing a few problems then as we rejoin Marcus Gronholm, who's attacking the final few kilometres of stage 2. Well, there's Loeb's time, and with the finish line fast approaching, he's going to be slower. 4.4 seconds off Seb's time, and he'll certainly not be happy about that.
How's it been?
No, not good. It was so much snow on the road, so I was not opting for the longest studs, which would have been the right, but what can we do? I don't know. How much did we lose to Loeb? I don't know.
I think 4.4 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So another driver complaining about the deep snow. It really does seem to have caught them all by surprise. Mikko Hirvonen, meanwhile, is long overdue a good result in Sweden. These stages should be tailor-made for the Finn, but after 4 starts, the best he's managed is 9th. It's more Sweden frustration, though. There's a problem with the Ford's power steering, and he's 10th fastest on stage and in the same position overall. And what would this man give for a win this weekend? Despite still using last year's spec Impreza, Petter Solberg and co-driver Phil Mills know they could have a shot for victory through the Swedish forests. Their later starting position should help too, with the early runners sweeping the loose snow clear. Joining early leader Tony Gardemeister now. Can he maintain that terrific start? Well, not like that he can't. He's obviously attacking hard, but too many more errors like that and he could slip out of contention. Without a works drive now for over a year, though, the Finn is understandably desperate to impress. Well, here's another look at that. He just seems to lose the back end of the car into that right-hander, but he still manages a time just 0.2 of a second off Loeb's. Back with Petter Solberg, and there are no sign of errors so far from the former world champion. He has a chance to snatch the lead from Gardemeister here. That's the target time he needs to beat to move ahead, and it's looking good. Yes, he's done it. Solberg is over 6 seconds faster on stage, and now 5.6 better off overall. Gardemeister's fellow Mitsubishi privateer Chevy Ponce, meanwhile, is well on his way into stage 2. Oh, but a mistake from Chevy, and I don't think he's getting out of there in a hurry. Gigi Gali, meanwhile, has been having a terrific run in his first outing in a Citroën Zara. The early splits have seen the Italian fastest so far to this point, but he's closing now on the struggling Ponce, and a very tight squeeze getting past the Mitsubishi, and that's going to cost a few seconds. Frustration for the Italian, but he still manages the second fastest time and jumps to 3rd. So it's Petter Solberg who leads the way after the first forest stage, followed by privateers Tony Gardemeister and Gigi Gali. Marcus Gronholm is 4th, over 10 seconds off the pace, while Sebastian Loeb is still outside the top 8. He's 9th, 13.5 seconds behind Solberg. Another 2 stages to come before the midday's service break, and after such an eventful start to the day, anything could happen before the crews return to Hagfors. Loeb and co-driver Daniel Elena are continuing their steady recovery after the time lost last night. The team's early concerns about the C4's pace on snow appear unfounded. Loeb is slowly but surely finding the car's limits this morning. 4th fastest on stage 3 and then fastest on 4. The world champion jumps from 9th to 4th. So, ominous signs for Loeb's rivals, but Marcus Gronholm too is moving in the right direction. It may have been a slightly frustrating start with the tyre stud selected not long enough for the deep snow, but it doesn't seem to be affecting the Ford driver as much now. He's pushing as hard as he dares and moves up to second place on stage 4, slowly building the pressure on early leader Petter Solberg. Like Gronholm, Solberg is a former winner here, victorious in 2005.
Opens 40.
It's early days, but Petter and Subaru appear to be back where they belong, in the hunt for rally wins. His advantage has been shaved slightly, but he maintains his lead for now.
Titans minus, opens, and line into...
And what a terrific start it's been for Gigi Gali. He grew up driving on snow in the Italian skiing resort of Livigno, so is perfectly at home on the white stuff. And his amazing run continues. He sets his first fastest time of the weekend on stage 3, but a small mistake on the following test sees him lose 8.5 seconds and fall to 5th. At such high speeds, the smallest mistakes will be heavily punished. Fellow privateer Tony Gardemeister has also made a good start in his Mitsubishi Lancer. Defying the fact that his car is 2 years out of date compared to many of his rivals, the Finn continues to impress. He's third fastest on stage 4 to repass Gali and is running in third overall. Change again on the leaderboard then. After 4 stages, Petter Solberg's closest rival is now Marcus Gronholm. Tony Gardemeister remains third, but has Sebastian Loeb just a second behind. It's all still incredibly tight though. The top 8 drivers are covered by less than 18 seconds. So, as the teams head back to service at Hagfors, it's Norway's Petter Solberg who's on top of things.
Petter, great start this morning.
That was really good fun. That's a long time ago.
Are you enjoying it, Ella? What are the conditions like?
Well, they are quite tricky because snowbanks are very soft, and I see Marcus have been using a lot of snowbanks. So, but it's actually coming a lot of snow on the road, so it's not cleaning so much as we hoped.
There was quite a lot of snow on the road, and I was not really confident with the grip and so okay.
This afternoon I will try to go as fast as possible. We have 2 second pass, so hopefully, I remember some years before, even at the second pass I had to clean the road because the last cars are very small and not sliding. So I hope I will not lose more time, and I hope we will have a good position tomorrow on the road.
Tony Gardemeister started the day out in front, but he lost his position on stage 2.
Once we spun close to start, and then after that, we tried to push like a hell, and then few white big moments on high speed.
The afternoon loop is a repeat of the morning stages, but as the drivers predicted, there's still a lot of loose snow around. Sebastian Loeb's told us how determined he is to give this rally his best shot, and the Frenchman's fight back